Yeah.
It's just different.
This is Luke 18. This is Luke 18. Yeah. You gonna save me. Yeah.
Welcome back to my channel. I am Dr. Shirley Ferguson, and today we're going to be discussing a few things. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Always remember to turn on your notification bell so you know that we are here on YouTube. So today's discussion is going to be about what?
Support. Friends and family not supporting you.
Okay, so we're gonna start on the support. So when we talk about support, we're gonna be, I guess, discussing why people don't support us or support you. So I'm gonna leave the floor open, and whoever wants to start, we can start, and then we're gonna touch on each person when they begin. So,
I'll begin because I got a lot to say on this one.
okay.
I feel that as of 2020, that it's really not a lot of support anymore. I feel that everything is about self, and I feel about like just growth within self and getting somewhere by self. It's not about supporting the people that are around you and your friends and your family. I feel that everyone wants you to just get ahead and they don't care whoever, who's here and what's going on. And I know when I look at, since I'm younger and I'm on social media and stuff, I see that there's more support for people that are already up there.
Right.
There's more support for people that have money.
Right.
Even if you don't, there's people that have money that don't floss their money.
Right.
So I feel that there's more support in those areas, and I feel like for me as a Black woman, I feel that my women that's around me, just all ethnic backgrounds, like there's no support. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they're trying to gravitate to being more supportive of women and not bringing women down, but I feel that there's not support in an aspect of like people's businesses. Mm-hmm. If people are trying to grow, if people are trying to better their life, I feel that people are willing to tear you down before they support you.
Right.
And I think that it's not a lot of support, and I don't get a lot of support.
Okay, before you continue, so when you talk about support, are you specifically talking about them following you, them buying your products, them what do you mean by support? Because there's a whole lot of ways that people do support.
Yes.
So what are you looking for? What are you specifically talking about when you say support?
For me, support means if I started something, I want you to support me. Give me a congratulations.
Right.
Give me let me shout you out, or let people
right.
know. Or even coming to a business opening,
right.
a grand, what is it?
Grand
a grand opening. Even if I decided that I had an idea
mm-hmm.
of starting something, or I want to get an apartment or a house, I don't know, whatever it is,
right.
the support of, you can do it, girl. Like,
right.
oh, I know someone that's doing that, or they just ended up buying or purchasing a house. I'm going to send you them their inspiration.
Right.
That's support. Like, no one's saying you got to always, like, constantly buy from someone. Because maybe, for instance, say Apostle has a beauty shop, and I said, okay, well, I'm going to shout you out or tell people to go to your shop.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I might not go to your shop, but I will support you and tell people to go over there. Or maybe I might go over there and just give you a few dollars. Like, I'm supporting you.
Right.
But there might be something that is different about you and someone else that I say, well, I kind of really like how this person's been doing my hair. I don't necessarily feel like I want to change up my person that's been doing my hair for years. But that doesn't mean that the person doesn't support you.
Right.
So you're basically saying, like, on that note, for you want someone to, you would want them to at least, shout you out, or if you posted anything, repost it or send it to somebody else and kind of say a little something or what have you.
Yeah, just like, hey, you look good, or hey, man, you're doing your thing, or hey, keep pushing, keep going, because I do that for people. And I know everyone's not going to give you the same thing back because everyone has different ways of support. But like, I try my hardest when I see someone trying to come up. I say, keep going. Like one of the girls I used to hang out with, and we don't really talk as much more, but she does nails. She's starting to get more back into it. So I told her, would you have an Instagram? Yeah, but I don't really post. I said, girl, you need to like really start posting on there and getting your stuff out there so you can build your clientele. I said, I will shout you out. So what did I do? I went on my Instagram, tagged her page, and leave it at that. No one's saying that everyone from my Instagram is going to go follow her.
Right.
But it's just the fact that you will go out your way for someone to support and show that you're on their side. And I think that's just really what support is.
Well, I think too, a lot of people are afraid that the whole world is going to gravitate to you. Right. And that's just not how it works. And if people realize that there are billions of people, over 7 billion people that's out here, that everybody's not going to go just to you. So you shouting somebody out or showing somebody else's video, whatever the products or whatever it is, it's not going to hurt you at all.
Right.
If anything, you're going to get a blessing because you are not being selfish.
Right.
You're actually helping.
Builder.
Right, exactly. Building other people up. And even though I could be selling clothes and you selling clothes, well, your clothes is different from mine.
Right.
So I don't have a problem with shouting you out.
Right.
Because, I'm afraid, everybody's not going to buy my clothes, they're going to buy her clothes. To me, that is a wrong mentality.
Yeah.
And it's somebody who's very, very insecure with themselves and what they do. So,
I agree.
So what about you? What do you feel about that area as far as support?
I got mixed feelings about it. So first, I do feel like people don't want to support because of what you was just talking about. Like they might be scared that
You might surpass them.
somebody might, whoever you support might do better than you.
Right.
Which, I mean, it's too much people out here for only one.
Come on now.
Everybody in the world to only go to yours.
Right.
It's multiple people that do clothes.
much
It's
money.
multiple people that do, I don't know, videos, mobile DJ, all kinds of stuff. It's just depends on what person or whoever that person's business is, who they trying to target.
Yep.
Right.
So sometimes it might not be the people that you might, because you never know. I might be able to share somebody else's stuff. They might share my stuff. And some of their people might like my stuff better than their stuff. And then some people that I shouted down on my page might like their stuff better than my stuff.
That's true.
So it really just kind of, it goes, I don't know, it's just kind of, I just feel like people just insecure. And then also too, I feel like, even with the support thing, I don't get me wrong, it's good to support people, but then sometimes it raises the question of like, are you going to keep supporting people that's not going to support you back?
Nope.
That's how I feel, because at the end of the day, it's like, I'll sit here and constantly, I'm going to support them, I'm going to support them, I'm going to support them, I'm sharing them, buying their clothes, doing whatever the case is, but then when it's your turn, it's never reciprocated.
That is so true.
I hear that a lot.
That is-
I hear that a lot.
And it's messed up because it's like,
Man.
you'll go out your way to try to support people,
Right.
and then when it's your turn, they don't want to do it. So
Nope.
that's why I stopped. Me personally, I stopped doing it because it's just like I'm not about to keep putting myself out there
Right.
doing this. Not seriously though, because it's like I did that to people before. Like support their stuff, I'll buy their little stuff, or they might be making food or whatever. But then it's like, okay, I'm about to start so and so. It's cool if you could shout me out, or if you could buy one, or if I could drop you off one, and you could show it. No response. So I'm to the point now. I don't support people who don't support me.
Yep.
Right.
Well,
I agree.
What happened to me is I have several books and stuff, and so someone else had asked me to shout their book out, and then I told them to, okay, that's cool, shout mine out, and I'll shout yours out, and they never shouted mine out.
Wow.
So it just lets you see where people are really at.
Yep.
They just want to use you. Seems like
Right.
they always want to use you. Because if they
benefit
know
of
that
themselves.
you're a person who will do that, they will use you up. And for me, it's not that I do a tit for tat at all, but I have to be led. And
Right.
I don't always have to. What you say?
That's the principle behind it.
Yeah, I don't
Exactly.
always have to do that, and I'm not saying they always have to do me either. But if I'm a person, which I am, I'm always supporting any and everybody, and it's not just with their product; it's even with finance. People don't know the money that I sow into people's lives, and then when it's your time, it never comes back.
Right.
But for me, I look at it the way you guys are looking at it, but then of course, I just think a little different because it is what it is. I do what I want. If I do it, I will. But it is sad though when the young people, you guys are out there trying to hustle and do the right things, and you guys not out there doing bad stuff. why don't people support?
And that's the thing right there. It was like when I was in the world and I was doing everything under the sun, you know, people was on my team and, you know, all that. But then when I decided like, okay, I wanted to do my YouTube. And it's funny, like all my closest friends, they sharing celebrity stuff, they sharing everybody else's stuff but my stuff. And it's like, you know me. Like, you know, to see me go from a negative light and to see me go to a positive light and doing something with myself, why wouldn't you want to support that? But at the end of the day, it's like, that's not gonna stop whatever it is that I am doing, because if that was the case, I would have been stopped. But what I realized is that a lot of people started coming that I didn't know, that actually really started to support what I was doing. And it's just, at the end of the day, if people, it's gonna be some people that's gonna support you, it's gonna be people that's not gonna support you. But it is sad to see that when you have friends and family that you've known all your life, and they don't support anything you do, but then they'll be like, oh girl, I just bought this hair growth stuff from this company, or oh girl, I'm
when
about
they
to go
know
get
that you doing the same thing.
Exactly. It's like, or even just as simple, like you guys said, it don't have to be money. Everybody don't have money like that. So it could be just a simple reshare. Oh, I see that you doing this type of business. Let me just reshare it. Even if I don't even, you know, like sometimes, because we all have different opinions of products and stuff like that. So even if I don't like your product, if you have a business card like, hey, oh, I know somebody that does this, I know somebody that does that, here, I'm going to just share the information with you. It's like different types of support. You can support financially, you can support by reposting and reshare. You could just even give that support like, hey, I seen you, my brother, you was doing good. Like, I like your little business. I see you, my sister, like, I like your business that you got going on. Like, that is like, I feel like we are lacking that in this time. People are just like lovers of themselves.
All right, because y'all know that's what the Bible says.
Can I say something?
I know the Bible is,
I was going to say, it does suck, and I agree with what Marcel said about, you know, you're not going to keep supporting someone that doesn't support you. But it just like, it does kind of discourage you in a sense, because it's like, man, I'm putting out all my effort to support you or support whoever, and then I don't get it in return. And it's like, man, what is up? But like what we were saying, I really feel like it is jealousy. I feel like it is that people feel that you might surpass them or do better, when I feel that it's because of the way that social media is. I feel like it made people's minds like that, because before it was never like that. People would really support other people when they knew somebody was starting a new business or I don't know, came up, they'll have a celebration about it. Like, oh my gosh, my bro just bought a house. Like, everybody's congratulating, like, are we doing a housewarming? Like, not like, oh my gosh, like, we got a house. Like, I'm about to just come up with something and say I can't go or whatever. You know, like little silly stuff like that. But it's just like, if you notice, a lot of people support celebrities more than they do normal, regular people. And it's just like, how are you going to support someone that never comments back on your picture?
That doesn't even know
you.
And
they don't know you exist.
I know, exactly. And it's like, you look at how many followers they have and how many comments, like, and honestly, they only comment back to people that's verified or have followers like them. They don't,
or unless it's somebody commenting something negative, then
they want to. But that's why. I think that's why people comment negative, so they can get their celebrities to say something, to get the response. But I feel that it's just not like, we are lacking support. I see it every day on my stuff. I see it on his stuff, your stuff, Apostle stuff. But I just feel that you gotta just keep pushing past the support, because I feel like eventually it's gonna be to a point where they're gonna really see all this stuff that you're doing is gonna keep growing and growing, that their little tiny little support wasn't gonna help or anything by them being negative or not supporting you. You're gonna still progress no matter what. But it's just like, people have to just understand that not everybody's gonna support you.
I'll say this too. I remember you were telling me about a lady that had a product and how she was doing really, really good, and then I think some others started seeing how good she was doing, so then they started bad mouthing her, and that's what we call haters, of course. And you're gonna get those when you're at the bottom and you start going to the top. until you get to the top, you're going to be having people that
even when you get to the top.
Yeah,
it's still going to be there.
Yeah.
So my thing is that you continue to just keep doing what you're doing. You keep pressing, you keep going, and you might not get all these followers like you want, but it doesn't matter, because with all persistence and consistency, you're going to get there. But I do know that it is disturbing, and it does kind of make you feel like, well, man, why you didn't, post my stuff when you posted so-and-so stuff and all of that. But we don't want to get stuck on that, because when you keep looking at that, man, I'm telling you, it'll make you get to a place where you just feel like, what's the point? But the point is, I want to do it.
Right.
It's my stuff, and this is what I'm going to do, whoever likes it or don't like it. But it is sad when you have a group of people that always support another, and I'll just talk about nationalities. They will support a different nationality, and because I see stuff on Facebook all the time, and there was one on there I'm not gonna mention. It was a guy on there, and he did something, and then nobody didn't really repost him or nothing, and then a different nationality comes on. They did pretty much the same thing. Everybody was just like repost. And I'm saying that's kind of not cool, and it is. It's sad. It's almost like how they talk about the crabs in the bucket. You always try to pull somebody down when you see them getting up there. But those are insecure people. Those are people who don't want to see you get ahead, because they're looking at themselves and they see that they're not doing nothing. So they want to keep you in that same category. So what you said about your friends or whoever they were, and they see you coming out of what you used to be in, and you're getting up there. Well, they feel kind of almost like, man, how is she doing that and I'm not? So then, they don't want to see you get ahead. But you have to have the mind frame of, regardless if they applaud, regardless if they don't share, I'm keep pushing, because why? Sure, because God is going to elevate you. People can't. We're not looking for people to elevate us, but we're just saying that we do expect or want people to at least. But see what happens when you start getting up there, though? That's when all your friends, your so-called friends, hey, what's up, Sally? Hey, man, I see you doing big things. Oh, hit me up. Oh, yeah, just ain't Nicole. What's happening? But that's how people are. So it's just like if you were to win the lottery, you ain't seen nobody, right?
Everybody your cousins.
Everybody your relatives, they your best friends, they gonna be writing letters telling you that. So that's how people are, and we have to get in the mind frame of knowing how people really are. We look at them as, how come they don't, because I'll say this, and tell me if I'm wrong. We see other people that might be on social media, and it appears as everybody is following them, and they got all these people, but really in reality, is it really that way?
Right.
So people are looking at you, and I know even you, people are looking at you, man, he big time, he's doing this, but in your head, because you're not that type of person, you don't feel like you're all that.
Yeah.
Like everybody. When Jose does
But it's like a constant, because the reason why is because you're constantly trying to improve yourself. So even when you reach the level, like you gotta go and you set it and you meet it, it's like you trying to go higher and higher,
that's how you
and
should.
do more.
But that's how you
just
should
being
go.
stuck and stagnant and stuck in the same circle in the same group. And what was hecka funny is people, since I have been like, my channel has been moving and I've been doing other things, people that I do know, it's funny, they try to come, they'll text me trying to text support, but they won't never say anything.
Put it out there.
Like, I've been getting text messages like, oh, keep going, oh, I see you doing your thing, or I get, like, somebody has sent me something about a business, like, even if somebody doesn't support your business, but it's like, why are you not saying that out there in the open? Why are you doing it behind closed doors? But I feel like they're doing it behind closed doors so they can say that they did it when they see that I reached to the area that I want to be. So they can be like, I did support you. Remember I was texting you and I was saying this and that? No, but
that's phony. I'm sorry, that's fake.
It's
fake.
I don't like none of that type of stuff. That stuff phony to me. Like, don't text me on the back end and try to say so. Like, why you not on my stuff?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I be. I don't know, man. That's why it's like I noticed too, but like people that do get support. Cause there's a few people that I've seen on social media that got like a little support behind them. But it's people that they know that they pretty much like built the support group with. So anytime that they do drop something, those people that's always supporting, they always support and they share with everybody else. And that's how stuff kind of like go out that way. So I do think it's important to have like a group of people that no matter what it is, everybody shared, everybody supported. You always reach out to whoever else.
That's true.
That's what I've been seeing a lot. Like one of this guy that I know, he had bought a house. and a whole bunch of comments was all support comments, like friends, family, whatever the case may be. Then, of course, you got the people that didn't want to say nothing that, you know, seen it, but they didn't want to say nothing because of whatever, their own little problems. But it's good to have a support group.
I believe that.
Yeah, because even when you got those support systems, like even if it's not a whole lot of people, but you got those main people, they help people keep going and get better and stuff like that. But people I don't know, that goes with anybody. I don't know, for some reason, it's like even that little small group, sometimes people don't want to do that for whatever reason. So.
Inside the group. Or when they like, it's like you could start off like, you know, cool, and then stuff starts progressing. Maybe something might start progressing on your end or whatever the case may be. And then it's like you start to see that kind of like dwindling down, or it's not as how it used to be when they start see you picking up.
But it's because it's like, they see that you're kind of, well, not kind of, you're going up, and they still over here.
We a team.
But that's what. But people don't think of it like that because it's not them. And when it's not them,
that's so true.
They get that funny feeling like, man, that person. But it's like, okay, we're really a team, and we really support each other like that, and we really like this. There should never be that feeling between a person and that feeling of, man, you going up, and then I'm still. It's like, no, because if I'm going up, you're gonna be coming up together. Because I'm gonna continue to keep supporting you, and vice versa. But I think it has to do with the person within themselves, because that's happened to me in friendships. I started to do better, and then all of a sudden it's like crickets, and nobody's saying nothing. Like you said, just like slowly the support starts going down. Same thing with the whole thing, texting and supporting, but no one's like showing it. But it's like, if I know, okay, a person, I'll support them. I'll do my little, you know, shout out or whatever. And then if I do something and I know I'm looking for people to support me and they don't do it, then I just already know, like, you're just about yourself. Like, you're about only me supporting you and you not giving it back. So I just feel that it's with the person and what they feel inside of them, because no one should ever feel like that. When you got a support team and a system, like, you should never be jealous. You should never be mad because someone's growing and growing up. You should never try to even bring anyone